We have team coverage this morning of Lee and its effects on our coastlines, including on Long Island.
And CBS 2's Jennifer McLogan is live in Southampton on the East End with the latest there, where it's been windy, but she also earlier showed us some flooding conditions. Jennifer.
Good morning, Natalie, Doug, and John. Unusual because it is calming a lot earlier than was expected after being slammed yesterday by heavy winds and high surf. Now Lee has moved on, and we are assessing the impacts here at Shinnecock Inlet, where a lone boater is attempting to go out to do some fishing. It doesn't seem too safe. The jetty at the inlets, we have some surf casters. We traveled up and down Dune Road to Quogue, where we saw a lot of that flooding. We've seen it all, and we're speaking to officials and residents to get their reactions. Were you worried about erosion?
Oh, sure we were. Yeah, you could see it along the road, that they plowed the road and that they built up the dunes because it went through.
We have to be able to move our sand around quickly. We have heavy machinery out there, so I want to make sure people also stay out of our way so that we can do our job and try to prevent the breach from forming.
We came down to look, and we thought the surf would be bigger, but it subsided, and that's a good thing.
Well, I always take my good camera with me with a zoom lens, as well as my cell phone, because sometimes one is better than the other.
We're still trying to rebuild the dunes from last season, because that's what keeps the dunes up is the seagrass, and every time the ocean breaks through, it rips out the seagrass.
So we do have minor flooding in low-lying areas that we drove through and that we're hearing about from town officials. They were bracing for erosion, hoping right now that they escaped with none. And that's what we're all here watching along the hurricane fence as high tide comes and goes. Last high tide was 9:03 a.m. here in the hamlet of Hampton Bays, the town of Southampton, at the Shinnecock Inlet, where we've been live this morning. I'm Jennifer McLogan. Back to you, Doug and Natalie.
Jennifer, thank you. And certainly, yes, looking choppy out there for that lone boater. You'll want to stay with CBS 2 News for the very latest as we continue to track Hurricane Lee. And you can look for any developments on air and online, our website, of course, cbsnewyork.com.